With great honor, I stand with you in support of our freedom in our country. Almost 20 years ago, I left Venezuela. I left everything and everyone I love: family, Olympic career, friends, education. Back then, I was surrounded by ideologically divided adults. The vast majority of them were too busy to pay attention to politics or even to vote, while the rest were blinded by flashy socialist ideas. Not even the high probability of participating at the 2004 Olympic Games stopped me from moving to the US. Leaving everything behind was the high price I paid to find freedom again. In April 1999, an important election took place after Hugo Chavez won the presidency. Unfortunately, only 37% of registered voters cast their votes for a referendum. That was the beginning of what led to the change of the Constitution and solidification of the socialist government's power. Venezuela was a wealthy country. Now it is a crumble of misery mixed with a silenced despair. Fellow Americans, hear me well. There's no such a thing as little bit of socialism or some gun control. The ultimate goal of those politicians who promote these ideas are a total transformation of our country as we know it and massive gun confiscation. Invest in the future by voting for politicians who with actions show they protect our freedoms.
Yeah.
Virginia is a perfect example of how radical the left has become. According to USA Today, Ernest McGowan, a political science professor at the University of Richmond, said in an interview that Virginians should not worry about radical shift in policy. He was talking about Democrats regaining power in Virginia after almost 30 years. The professor said, and I quote, they are probably more conservative than the average Democrat in the country. Let that sink in. Current Democrat legislators in Virginia are probably the most conservative ones. Listen to me well. Do not pay the price I pay to regain freedom. Let's vote them out.
Yeah.
I do know the pain and frustration of gun violence. Family members and friends have been kidnapped, robbed at gunpoint, and killed in Venezuela. Criminals followed a cousin after he withdrew money from the bank. They stole the money and shot him inside of the car at a traffic jam. The law did not allow my cousin nor the criminals to carry firearms. The two dear female members of my family saw the front end of the gun while being robbed. One of the criminals also beat one of the women. Once again, the law prohibited my dear family members from owning guns to protect themselves. I can go on and on for hours, but the common denominator is that gun control makes citizens defenseless, and criminals know it. Some of us are lucky enough to tell the tale, but many others were not. Defend freedom, defend the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Gun control measures do not deter crime. In fact, disarming law-abiding citizens further increases the criminals' motivation to continue their violent crimes. Gun control reduces their risk and makes their job easier. Disarming law-abiding citizens is not the solution. Instead, let's work to better our society by bringing back values at home and schools. Raising strong and independent adults is a long-lasting solution to the problems we face in our communities. That said, politicians need always to be reminded that the right to own and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
Fellow Americans, let's stay united and alert to protect and preserve our country and our freedom. I have gone through hardship in the U.S. I have faced death, unemployment, divorce all at once. Yet, it is precisely the strong and effective system of this wonderful country that helped me get back on my feet.
That's some really cool friends.
Enough with downplaying the greatness of this country. I am a proud Venezuelan, but you bet I am proud to be an American. No country in the world can offer such great opportunities. You can build greatness from nothing. You can inspire others, even if you don't look like them. You can feel free to speak up to protect your rights, even with a broken English.
Sounds good to me!
Talk to your neighbors, your friends, your family, and everyone you can. Tell them to vote for freedom because the United States of America is worth it and because the price of freedom is too high to let it slip from our hands.
Yeah.
Now, my friends, please repeat after me. I love the USA.
I love the USA.
God bless you and God bless America.
Yay!